was kind of a rough Thursday going into Friday. Saturday was my birthday. Turned the big 37. Ugh, I'm going through incense like crazy. So anyway, I keep thinking today's Monday. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I don't know, time is kind of all over the place. I want to do a live. I already did the minis. Those were interesting. And I suppose we're gonna hang out now, pull some cards, see what the energy is all about, hang out to the end, and I will do a pull a card. So if you're new to my lives and we're at the pull a card moment, keep putting your name in with your question. If I somehow miss your question, it's not intentional. Just keep putting in, because sometimes the chat can go and it's kind of hard to keep up. Also, the chat is on, so hang out, talk amongst yourselves. Hey, words create worlds. And I'll interact as I can. But if you're catching this on the replay and you see me kind of turn goldfish, it's not intentional. I'm just getting swept up in the chat, which does happen. So what do we need to know? I've started introducing a new deck. This was a birthday present from my boyfriend, and I actually really love the cards, and I'm really clicking with the messages in them. So hey Sharon, I will be potentially using these at the end too. And well, I did my annual read, and that actually seemed to work out very well for that. Lots of cups coming in this year for me. All right, what do we need to know? What's the energy coming about now? And why does the building behind mine look so weird right now? Okay. All right, what do you need to know? What brings you here? Oh, thank fudge. I know, right? Don't worry, I'll screw up in the next minute. Okay, so looks like whatever the problem was that you weren't able to like handle or deal with, whatever was overwhelming you, I don't feel like it's necessarily conquering. I feel like it's done. I feel like it's over. I feel like you don't have to fight anymore. I feel like you're coming out of a place of exhaustion. Yeah. I feel like you can finally almost start to get up again. It doesn't mean that you're out of the woods. It just means that the battle is coming to a close, and now it seems like, okay, there's some setbacks now, there's some drawbacks, there's nothing that we really need to be on the lookout for. Where did that card go? Oh, the sun card. Okay. Monkey Joe's. So we're dealing with the sun card. Honestly, this in general feels good because I don't feel like there's very much happening. I don't think that there's any plan of movement forward. I think that you're happy just because something is over. Like whatever the struggle has been, whatever the, I guess, mental unrest has been, it's over. You don't need all the glitz and glamour. You don't need a billion roses in front of you. You don't need the riches. You just need the pain to stop. So I feel like if you're watching this on live, you're coming out, or catching this on the replay, you're coming out of what seems to be a really lost time. I think that healing is going to be necessary, but right now you need to figure out what exactly you have to heal. This is what I'm looking at right now. It goes from dark to light. I can appreciate this, getting really out of the dark times. The wheels haven't started moving. I want to know why. So we're gonna do that. And again, if you're watching this on the live, stick out to the end. I'll be doing some live polls. Or if you have coaching questions, because that's like what I love doing. Okay, so I asked why stagnance, why no movement. Interesting. That's what we're at. Completely saturated, and it lost its pizzazz. So the overwhelm, I feel like this is, I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose, but the fact that nothing is happening is necessary because everything happened at once. It was oversaturated, and I feel like you're in shock. So to be in silence and to have nothing happen is absolutely a breath of fresh air. I see that there has been some sort of dispute that's happening with material or resources, and somebody has been gatekeeping this. This feels like very toxic Taurinian energy. This could be either a time frame, it could be a person or a personal trait that you've been seeing with somebody. It feels unstable, and it feels almost like a wannabe tyrant, somebody who wants to put the fear in you, but if anything, they're just more obnoxious and filling you with rage. So I see that this is very unbalanced earth energy that's coming in, and I'm getting a strong pull towards specifically Taurus. Now, I would say Virgo. I have no problem dogging my Virgonians out. It's just, it is a Taurian feeling right now. Unlearning and healing, I didn't know how. Yeah, so to heal, I think it's really learn as you go. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what tools that you don't have, and this is where the miscommunication starts to come into play, which is where you see people get more physically volatile rather than having, you know, the argument to get through it. And sometimes I know you got to put an MFer in line with some sort of physicality. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying I know. Sometimes that's the only language that really crazed people can understand. But what I'm seeing in this is this person, whoever this Taurus-like energy is, they are not going to learn from, yeah, Pisces, Leo, Aries, yeah, big mess. Well, you're dealing with what apparently is ungrounded earth energy, and they're not learning any lessons in this. They're going to keep repeating their past behavior because it looks like if they have a big enough outburst, people are just not even going to want to deal with it. They'll give them whatever they want, and they're used to that. It feels like an incredibly spoiled, and now I love kids, I love children and all that, but this is a spoiled mental, like, okay. Somebody has almost the mentality of a child, but they're incredibly spoiled and ungrounded. They're not going to learn. You cannot reason with them. Stop trying to reason with unreasonable people. They know what they're doing. They don't give a flying what. So, all right, this is probably why you need to lay low for a while now, because again, oversaturated with this absolutely crazed bullheaded energy. I'm sorry that it's even a point to agree with. It's no buenos. Okay, so we know that this person or this situation is unreasonable, no matter how hard you try and reason with it. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Now, I want to look at why they're being so unreasonable. What about it do they get out of it? What they want. They get what they... They don't care if they sabotage every single connection in their life, either professional or personal. This is somebody who feels like the world owes it to them. This is stupid. I do not like this energy. This is somebody who feels so entitled and who feels like they will stomp somebody else out. Like they are untouchable. They actually have, you know, the main character syndrome thing where even in my life or your life, this person is the main character in that rather than a side character, and you are not even going to be the leader in your own world. This person is incredibly entitled, which also leads to this idea that they are incredibly wounded. What happened to this F-head to make them think that this was even the way to go about stuff? Okay. They never moved on. They never moved on. They never moved on. They actually stayed tight where they are, either mentally or in their physical environment. They have, I guess, mastered their own first circle of Hades. I'll say it like that. and they are making the best out of a bad situation. They have no drive to move on. They don't want to move on. They don't want to have to learn something else, something new. They are actually confident in whatever their shortcomings are, where they are. It's like they have mastered their area and they're going to rule that roost. And if anything is going up against them in this, then, you know, they're not going to be challenged because look what they did to even stay in this spot. Okay, so this is somebody who's not interested in moving forward because it took them so long to even learn to be okay with where they are, and they feel like, okay, now the world owes them something. You owe them something. They're entitled to you, to your assets, to your time, and even taking advantage of you. So I have a feeling that this is, cutting. That's a strong word for that person, but okay, I do feel like this is not somebody who's like within the last year in your life. This feels like somebody who's been on your keister for an extended amount of years. Like this person feels beyond the years in your life. They have played a major role. They have had huge chapters of your resources and well-being. You're dealing with a Gemini. I can't hate on Geminis. You know, I know that's like the cool thing to do. Like when people say, I'm not giving you crap by the way, Wicked Love, but I feel like the way that people hate on Geminis is the same way that people hate on Nickelback. Nickelback is an amazing band. They've always been an amazing band, but people hate on them. I will say I hate their stupid song, Photograph. The rhyming on it is just too strong, and I can't get over it. Yeah. I know, Wicked Love. Okay, so this is saying they are going to try their hardest to get under your skin. They are. They're going to try and poke you with some sort of a fight, say the right thing. This is somebody who really knows how to push a person's buttons. And I can appreciate that. But there's really no peace offering that I'm getting at this. I know in reverse this is like cease, desist, and peace. No, just don't engage in their fight. The more that they try and poke you with that, just let them swim in their own filth with it. 5 flippin' years. Catherine, no. I am so sorry, dude. I can only imagine. By the way, this isn't identified as male or female. We all know absolute brats from all ends of the spectrum, and it's genderless. An a-hole's an a-hole. I'll say it like that. So what I'm seeing is they're going to become even worse before I think they completely dissolve from your experience, which, you know, is great that they're going to be out of your environment or out of your perimeters, but they're not going quietly. I'm seeing this person really project a lot of agitations at you or what's around you. So words create worlds. It's not necessarily that it's the Taurus. It's either a person or a time frame or somebody who has Taurus traits. So I know that you're a Taurus, but look at the person's rising sign and Mars sign. So yeah, like I'm a Virgo and my ascendant is a Capricorn. My Mars is a Virgo. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I hope that helped clarify it. I know it can be kind of a pain in the butt and sometimes it can seem vague, but honestly, this is somebody who's just power hungry, and that usually leads to the negative attributes of a Taurus, which would be stubborn. Dude, my ex-husband is a Taurus, and my best friend on the planet, my soul sister from another mister, her moon sign is a Taurus. And she hates Tauruses. Like, that's a thing. So, yeah, it's the different points. Pay attention to that. But I see them willing to exhaust a lot of their resources in order to try and get a smear campaign or a reaction from you. This actually makes me think of reactionary abuse if you're in relationships, or just pushing somebody who's around you to a point of reaction to validate, you know, that they're the innocent one, or that they're the good person, or it's just like this psychotic pleasure of knowing that they could push somebody to their mental brinks. So it tells you to starve them of it, but they're not going down quietly. So, you know, that's great, but what can you kind of experience with this? And again, you guys, hang out to the end. I'm going to be doing some live polls after. Don't forget, your question and answer is all public. Yeah, dude, wicked love, I get it. Okay, so we were looking at what this is going to cause. It's going to be an even bigger fight, which we even said at the beginning that it's the fact that you don't have to engage in the fight and the fight is over, that being the best part. So I see an even bigger fight that's coming in. I think that there actually might have to be somebody else or some sort of authority figure that steps in and takes charge and actually gets this person to F off. Now, for some of you, you might have a friend, a lover, or family member intervene and tell this person to get the F out of Dodge. Or you might actually have to deal with something more of a legal system, like i.e. police, a stop, cease, and desist, for God's sakes, or threaten some sort of lawsuit. I'm not a lawyer. Can't give legal advice. But I see the crap coming in where you're going to have to get the divide on somebody. For God's sakes. I was going to tell a story about this stalker. I've had to deal with a few stalkers in either line of work or just personal life. And this last year, I had to deal with one. And this person, I actually had to do 3 separate state police reports about. Thank God I changed everything and they have no way of access. But still, people are nuts. So, okay. This person, since there might have to be a third party interject in this, it's giving off some King energy, but King of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who's an even bigger a-hole than the person of opposition to you, which, hilarious. This person is going to put that toxic Taurinian bullheaded energy back in their place by showing, I think, that they have more intimidation, or that they have more authority, which great, but they're about to scare somebody in their place, and I can dig that. You want to know what? Be about it. Oh God, yeah. I had a neighbor a few years ago who was a stalker, and I actually got a restraining order against them, and it's still into effect. Like, this is a person who, for the rest of his life, cannot be like within 100 yards or something, and has no ability to have access. And I love how that shows up on, like, you know, when you fill something out and they have to do a background check. It's like, no, I wasn't a stalker. I had a stalker. All right, so this is leading to a whole new path in front. Once you've gotten rid of that, once the other person has been put in their place, you are actually going to be, I guess, playing or setting some new ground in place. It's not ready yet. Everything is going to be a time release on this. I'm seeing healthy earth energy come in, and I'm getting actually leaning more towards the fall. So this might be very analytical, very intellectual energy. I'm getting more along lines of Fergonian energy, something that is going to be really good at creating lists, creating plans, and executing those. So it's not ready to be harvested yet. You have to set the groundwork for this. You have to be sure of what it is that you are planting. And honestly, you have to protect yourself in this. So I can dig it. You are not going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor for a while. You got to learn patience. I don't know about you, but that's like trying to baptize a cat. Do not tell me to be patient. I will lose my head. And, well, not externally, but internally. But still, this is going to involve patience. And you're going to have to be building your confidence in this, because it looks like the whole reason for patience is because something is coming full circle and you're getting closure on this cycle. So this is prelude to new beginning. Yeah, they are horrible. I know that you want to focus on the past and what this person or what these people have done. Stop. Because first off, it's closing you off to all new experiences that you do need to prep yourself for. And it's while you're focusing on the past, you have a whole new cup that is coming into play. You've got to work on healing and growing before you can fully accept this cup. This cup, I feel like, is not necessarily about a relationship. I feel like this is about a life opportunity change. I feel like this is what you are going to be putting out. And I do feel like this is something that is emotionally and cathartic yet educational for you, because you are going to have to learn what it is that you're putting out. So you've cut yourself from the tree. The Hanged Man is no longer in the tree with this, but now that they're out of it, and now that they're gathering their wits, they can't keep focusing on what has already transpired. They had their time for it. They can't stay stuck in the past. They have to move forward. And this cup is coming out of nowhere. It's filled with whatever it is that you actually do want, that's going to honor your personal growth and everything that you have overcome. And it's going to be coming out of nowhere. So it's when you take your eyes off, I think, whatever it is that you have been growing, is this going to present itself? But again, time release. So I'm getting that there's a water sign around this. I think that you might start to see some results around Pisces or Cancer time frame with this. But I see also that there's a lot of anticipation that is building that is making you uncomfortable. I don't want you to sabotage this because your anxiety is getting the best of you, because this is something that has to happen down the road. So instead of having points of escapism, whether it's food, alcohol, substances, exercise, or work, I want you to really work on keeping yourself in line and moderation and, I guess, whatever, and make sure it's legal, for God's sakes. But you're going to have to learn self-discipline and pacing yourself, because this is going to be a waiting game, and no matter what, you can't force or push this. So since Temperance is in reverse, we have King of Pentacles upright. All right, so since this is taking a while and you have to remain disciplined, you have to be on your best behavior with this, this is going to set up what seems to be the whole new foundation for an empire that's incredibly fertile. And it's the right amount of, I want to even say, curtness with this. So I see wishes coming in. You're closing off this cycle right now. I don't feel like it's done. I feel like it's going to be done within a few months, which means that you're going to be dealing with a lot of mental stresses with it. But it is what it is, and it's going to come to pass. The thing is, stop engaging with Tweedledum over here who wants to fight with you, because it's like wrestling a pig in mud. You got to realize they're enjoying themselves. They are enjoying themselves. So if you want to book a reading or a session based off of that or anything else that's coming up, go to the main description or find me on the social platform. You can send me a DM. We'll set something up. So we're at 2406. We're going to open up for questions if you got them. If you have a tarot question or a coaching question, I'm here right now. But if it dies out, then I'll just sign out. It's all good. But let's see. Let's open this for questions. Let's see. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Words Create Worlds. Catherine and Wicked Love. Awesome hanging out with you guys. And again, if nobody has questions, okay, you'd like to get grounded again, maybe you should take a tarot refresher from you. Yeah, hit me up. Absolutely. We'll set something up for this coming week. All right. If nobody has any questions, I'm just gonna, I don't know, sign out, see what's up. Or if you want to send this to somebody who actually might benefit from it, So will these neighbors get their karma? They're stalking me, and every time they annoy me, I level up. Okay. Let's see. So, are the neighbors going to get their karma? The neighbors are not going to change. All they're going to do is stress you out more. So, what's the guidance between you and your neighbors? Stay the heck away from them. Don't engage them. I would say if you have the ability to put up a fence or have some sort of a block between you guys, or this is saying avoid them, and don't even do pleasantries with them. You need to take your physical pursuits elsewhere. I would love to see you with a punching bag, honestly. I got that for my son's 10th birthday last year, and he loved it. So I'm really glad that you're not rushing, Catherine. And Wicked Love, yeah. So I'll have to put it up in the description after this, but you can go to the description on my main YouTube page, and it should have the email address, and you can also find me on the social platforms, or look at the cover for some old videos, and it has all the ways of contact, just until I put it up. But, okay. So, let's see. Catherine, you want to know if you should change your career path. No, not right now. This is saying there is not really many options out there. So what's the advice in sticking with this? All right. First off, let your charm, let your personality show through. And this is talking about why you're so sensitive at the job. And it's this constant thing where it feels like you're being judged, or you're being criticized, or there's failure. And that's not the case. People want to see you rise above this. They can't validate you in this. You have to show them what you're made out of. And I feel like this is something where you are very loud, and this is something that only your type of personality can do. Like, I'm getting loud, I'm getting a very boisterous tone with you. Let your quirkiness shine through. So, Wicked Love, will I have to move my home March 23rd? You own your home, but your community is closing. I think that you're fine where you are right now. I feel like they're going to cut a deal with you, and I think that you're going to be happy. Let them come to you, though. I think that's the most important thing. Okay. Does your modeling work ever flourish? Tell me about her modeling work. Yes. Ooh. And I want you to network more over there. So I want you to start looking online about networking and the best ways of doing that. Also, sign up for, I think it's called Luncheon. This will have you meeting like-minded business people in your area for like regular hang-ups. Make sure you have business cards with you. So, Sharon, do you need to stay still right now? No. This is saying you need to get out of your head and get moving. And this is a time for you to actually start seeing almost like instantaneous results. The time of laying back is done. Let's see. Nobody is coming to help you. You have to charge this yourself. Let me know how the proposal goes. Anybody else, or are we going to be good? Okay. Well, also want to say thank you for those who remembered my birthday. I took it off of the social platforms because it was a crazy weekend. I didn't want to have that out there, but some of you remembered, and that was actually really sweet, and I appreciated it. So you're a nurse and you're advocating for your patients. It's the coworkers I've struggled with. Ugh. Beza. Okay. Ooh, ooh. I see the Italian person actually really holding back. There's somebody who's involved, and I'm getting some sort of deception around this person. I'm getting a male and a female around this person, and one seems to be extremely older. I see like 2 generations that are around this person, and I feel like there is some deception that is coming from the feminine side of this. So there's a lot that needs to be worked out between you guys, but I see them holding back, and I see them having a lot of anxiety about this. This person feels like they've come into trouble. So I'm looking for some transparency coming your way. I don't think that you're going to be open to them. Lots of clarity needing to come in. They're very reserved. You're welcome. All right, you guys. It looks like it's getting kind of quiet, so I'll see you guys soon for another live. And I didn't even work on the website yet. I had a crazy week since Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, today, I'm just waking up from a little bit of rest. But I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I think I might go live on TikTok for a bit, but we'll see.